It's just crazy. And you got guys on here that will promote this nonsense. That this guy actually has a sciatic nerve injury. I tell you, they only leaving this guy around for a clown act, because I tell you, the NBA, these 20 guys can't push their own NBA. This is a business, guys, before anything. Let's not forget. If they told LeBron James, get the hell out of here 5 years ago, he would have been gone. But he's the only thing pushing the NBA. And it's, the more I say this, the more they prove it. This guy can't go a fucking week without just disappearing and letting these 2020 guys push their own era, push their own league. Like I said, you didn't need Magic Johnson, Larry Bird as a clown show in the 90s. You didn't need Michael Jordan coming back in the early 2000s as a clown show. I mean, what is it? When is people going to wake up and realize this dude is only around for an NBA clown show? 99% of the headlines, 95, should be about SGA, Luka, Anthony Edwards, Tatum, Victor Wembanyama, and these 2020 guys. Not a failure, not a meltdown artist, not a choker, not a flopper, not a crybaby, not a dude that walk around with all this feminine energy. But apparently, the 2020 guys can't move their own era. This dude should have been cut for the team before the season started. Get the hell out. All these people say, oh, yeah, and this Dave Benjamin had the nerve to say, yeah, this is LeBron James getting revenge, basically, because the Lakers got Luka up front. Luka's the franchise player of the Lakers, and they done moved on. Oh, this bullshit story, man, is so weak. This is the worst soap opera drama you ever heard. Luka is over to the Lakers because we already know what happened. We already know why Luka got over there, because the Mavs got that #1 draft pick. All these dudes faked injuries to get that #1 draft pick. We already told you. I showed you that Kyrie Irving knees never bumped when he supposedly got hurt. We even had the footage. The announcer said, oh, they bumped knees. And then I put the video footage out there. Dream Pro ain't gonna do that. And nobody never hit Kyrie. Kyrie went down with that fake ass injury. This is what the NBA does now. And they were able to keep falling in the standings. Anthony Davis came over there while Kyrie was hurt. They wouldn't even give Anthony Davis the ball. He was like, look at me. I'm Anthony Davis. Y'all remember who I am? you remember who I am? And he was just out there running around while they were losing, falling in the rankings. And I think they went to the play-in. And now all of a sudden, they're low enough to get the #1 draft pick. Remember, Anthony Davis got traded while the Lakers were #3. They were in the #3 position in the West. Like, what? And then they gave you some soap opera behind that. LeBron James traded Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis didn't want to get away from LeBron James. Who was that? The GM of I forget his name, of the Mavs. Remember, they gave him some little drama soap opera story. He was stupid for trading Luka, and then he was right for trading Luka because he was fat. I mean, this is, I mean, what do people want, man? No, Luka got traded because that's what the NBA owners wanted. This is what the NBA wanted. So when LeBron James leaves, they have a replacement on the Lakers to sell outrageous tickets, merch, $80 for a hot dog, $300 for parking, $100 for alcohol beverage. They don't care about real fans. They care about selling merch and seats and all this shit. They don't care. Because this league done turned into like a Euro league, especially with the play. And then all the Euro league players are at the top. So what better place to bring Luka to the Lakers? Don't worry, Dreamers Pro ain't gonna tell you none of this. He's banned from talking about reality. The only reality you're gonna get from him is not reality, but ESPN and Fox Sports. If you wanna listen to a soap opera, Days of Our Lives, go over there and listen to Dreamers Pro. I'm just keeping it real, man. If you want to listen to a dude who gonna keep it real, come on. Remember, I'm not monetized, so I can bring it to you raw. I can bring it to you with uncut, no filter. I don't have to worry about ESPN gonna stop me from getting my views and my money. And nope. Only one dude on YouTube is talking like this. Most people is worried about money, and I'm not. Like I said, if you do it for money, I'm not hating, because some of these people do it. This is their livelihood. But I'm just telling you, you can't be raw on YouTube and make any money. You can't. You can't tell the reality of what you're seeing and what you're hearing. You can't. You got to go along with the soap opera and act like the shit is real. That's what you got to do. So yeah, instead of this dude going out with his injury, and we were gonna hear all through this. Well, in these 3 or 4 weeks, we're gonna keep hearing updates about him. But now, the update is, the Lakers team is on probation. They're on probation. They committed a crime. LeBron James is the judge, the jury, the law enforcement, the FBI, the CIA. This dude is all this. One of the dumbest dudes you ever listen to. And people sit here and give this guy credit for all this stuff. Oh, LeBron James this, LeBron James that. No, it's the NBA this and the NBA that. This dude ain't smart. This dude ain't intelligent. Listen to him. He's a puppet. He's a pawn for the NBA. Just like Unclutch Sports was put there by the NBA. That's all these people are, bringing you entertainment, because their league can't move can't sell itself based on on-court greatness like the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. Yes, you need a soap opera, but basically the soap opera was the on-court greatness, the rivalries, the way these guys played, their effort. That shit turned into soap operas. Now, no. There's no on-court greatness in the LeBron James era that turns into a soap opera. Or this era period, the 2020s, and much of the 2010s. That's why they start these debate groups, so they can bring you a soap opera that don't match up on the court. Look at the game. You can click on the game any day of the week, and the shit don't move you. It don't match what's going on social media. They're so worried about these past players and comparing, then to focus on their game and their greatness. What about your greatness? You worry about these past players because you don't have nothing to hang your hat on for the 2010s, for the 2020s. There's nothing to hang your hat on. The ratings speak for itself. So they got to keep worrying about these past players. If the past players ain't shit, why do you keep talking about them? I never heard nothing like that. These dudes weren't shit. That's pretty much what the 2020 guys say, the 210 guys say, the sports analysts. They said these guys in the past wasn't shit. So why do you keep talking about them? Why do you need them so much in your mouth? They wasn't shit. They wasn't shit, but you can't even move your own era. Nobody will watch it. You have to bring in all these Euro players to replace American players, or just to get just to get views, because American people ain't watching the trash. You can promote all you want, but as long as the people who've been around that watch basketball, that watched the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, we saw what we seen. You can romanticize all you want about this era, the 2010s. It wasn't even close to the 2000s, 90s, 80s, 70s. And how do we know this? We don't have to talk about stats. We don't have to talk about ball dribbling. We don't have to talk about all this. How fast dudes was. We're talking about the ratings. Where's your support through the ratings? Our GOAT of our eras wasn't hated. Your GOAT was. Remember, your GOAT is the 2010s and the 2020s is LeBron James. He's hated by the fans. That's why they're scared to let another player come to the forefront and be the face of the league. Because the real fans really ain't accepting it. There's no hate, but who is the GOAT of the 2020s? Who's the guy that doesn't emerge? The NBA won't even put him out. Or who they think is going to be the GOAT of the 2020s, the best player. Oh, is it Joker? They won't even put him as the face of the league. You see how crazy this NBA is? A guy who done won 3 MVPs, and they won't even put him at the face of the league. And he's the #1 player for how many years in the league? Pretty stupid, right? And if you want to talk about racism, we can talk about racism. They talk about racism all the time. If they was doing this to a black player, they'd be screaming racism to the hills. But for some reason, it's not racism that they're doing this to Joker. They don't have this man as a #1 player. This guy should be getting full promotion. Full promotion. From sun up to sundown with the NBA. This guy should be on Nike commercials. He should be on Gatorade commercials. He should be on Mercedes commercials. He should be on all the top-notch commercials. He should be featured by ESPN, Fox, all the time. But who is Lobozo? A loser, a failure, a meltdown artist, a choker, a cheater, This is their NBA, folks. And when I tell you this, like nobody else will tell you, this guy ain't brilliant enough, ain't smart enough, ain't intelligent enough to come up with all this nonsense all the time, where his name is in the forefront. The NBA Players Association and the owners run the NBA, not Adam Silver. Not Adam Silver. They can keep lying to you. The owners and the Players Association come up with this nonsense with LeBron James 24 hours a day. It never stops. And it frustrates me because I want to see these guys go at it in the NBA and be taught, these 2020 guys, with the Tatums, the Lucas, the Jokers, the SGA. We should be seeing these rivalries with Greek Freak and SGA in the finals, or Greek Freak and Joker, or Luka and Greek Freak. These type of rivalries. We stuck with this dude, and now apparently we're stuck with Bronny. So again, I don't want to hear nothing about the greatness of Luka, Joker, SGA, all these dudes. Their 2020 eras. It's been ripped. It's been pulled away by this clown who did it wrong and then failed. Your eras the 2020s ain't gonna be memorable for me. With Luka, Joker, SGA, Tatum, Anthony Edwards. How? If this guy is a talk of the 2020s, still, and Bronny James, and you want me to take these guys serious that played in the 2020s? The Joker, the Luka, the SGA, the Anthony Edwards, when they played in the era of Bronny James. You serious? They played in imagine Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or Wilt Chamberlain or all these all-time greats playing in the era of Bronny fucking James. And then on top of that, having LeBron James as the headline, the GOAT, the resilient one, did all this stuff. All these great guys of the past playing in this fucking era. And you would respect them if they played in this type of environment with LeBron James? Shenanigans? Cheating, choking, melting down, quitting? And then they got to play. Michael Jordan had to play in that era. And on top of that, Bronny James, Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic, Bird, and all the greats. If they had to play in that, I couldn't take them serious if they did. I just couldn't. Because they would have kicked this shit in the ass and got it up out of there. Playing a no-touch era, a three-point contest. Now Euro players are going to play in the NBA playoffs. You expect me to respect this era of the SGAs, the Lucas, the Jokers, the Anthony Edwards, the Tatums? You expect me to respect this? That's what I'm seeing. What a disgrace.